Hey everyone, Sherri here. I just want to quickly do a quick review of a book I just read. It was called To Hell with the Hustle by Jefferson Bethke, and it was really, really good, especially for entrepreneurs, where there is this deep-rooted hustle culture and hurry and grit and grind and keep going and work hard. And I think that's actually detrimental for us to be always up here and not resting. So that was the main gist of the book is, we're always pushed to do more, but what more are we getting? We're getting more anxious, we're getting more depressed, we're getting more stressed, we're not taking care of our health, we're breaking down relationships. And it was a really, it was good for that reason. I kind of rate it a 7 out of 10 if you are interested in my opinion about that. I wrote a couple notes, some key takeaways for me about this book. And I had put it into my life already, but it was really interesting how he phrased it, and it's something that really stuck with me and stood out to me. And he was talking about financial margins. So if you make this much, you can't spend this much. You got to have a little bit of a margin and a cushion, if you will, because things break, emergencies happen. You might not be able to work. Something, a client drops you, or you get fired, whatever. There's all these things, so you need a margin. That's kind of your safety zone. And he was saying, with our time, we don't have that margin. We're always stretched thin, or we're stretched to the max. And he just kind of talks about the dangers of being that way, and not just dangers, but just more having like a slower pace and just a slower way of life. And I love how he said, like, keep it like a margin, because financially, my husband and I, that's how we do things. We want a big margin. We don't want to be stressed. We don't want to be, worried that we can't afford a pair of shoes or to go eat out or treat ourselves or whatever. And so when he said it like that, I'm like, man, that makes so much sense. And the funny thing is, this month I was asked to join a club, and I was kind of like, I don't know. I just think my gut feeling was, don't, you're busy enough. You don't want that to be a stress. And I ended up saying no. And then reading this book, I'm like, yeah, I made the right call. And I think this book gives permission for entrepreneurs to say no. And I think saying no is really, really imperative, because I want a flexible schedule. I want, if someone needs help, or these strike days, for instance, it's nice that I'm not like maxed out to the full, because the strike days are coming up, my kids are home, and I'm working around it and working from home or doing whatever, but I'm not like, it's not killing me, it's not pushing me over the edge. And so that was my main key takeaway from the book, is just leave some margin, because you want to have a life. And the other thing was just like, have a Sabbath, put the phone down. You don't have to wake up to it and go to bed with it and everything. And I think I posted a video about this a few weeks ago, people saying like, man, we're social media managers. How do we just shut the phone off? And I'm encouraging everyone, for your own quality of life, shut the phone off. We don't need to be always like inundated with news and with tragedy and with, new recipes. So yeah, again, I really liked the book. It was a quick and easy read. I read it probably within a few days, just before bed type of thing. And again, really liked it. So if you want to borrow it, let me know. But honestly, it was good. It was a good change of pace, because, I've been reading all these like, go get 'em books. And this was an interesting take, and one that I more identify with, just leaving room. So yeah, I loved it. Anyway, thought I'd pop on. I think I'm going to do this every time I finish a book, give a little review about it. All right, thanks.